Hi Sagittarius, welcome back to the Astrology 33 channel. This is your mid-February 2025 love reading. Thanks to those of you who have liked, viewed, shared, and subscribed to the channel. I appreciate all of that. For those of you new to the channel, the source up me in front of us, it's what I call the bridge and the gap spread. And the way it works is to look at the past, present, future energies between you and the main love interest. Once we get through all that, we'll pull some oracle cards as well for some additional insight. That's the bridge and the gap that then comes into play. As far as the decks being used, on the left side we have the Lover's Path Tarot, on the right side we have the Romantic Tarot. And also keep in mind it's a general reading, so I'm going to be referring to the cards on the left as your energy and the cards on the right as the other person's. If you feel like it's a way around in your situation, then definitely trust that. Alright, so with all that out of the way, we'll get started. Past energy on your side, we have temptation. This is the equivalent of the devil in traditional tarot. So to me, it says that ultimately you got pulled away from this connection in the past. For some of you, it could have been during Capricorn season, given that this is a Capricorn card. But if not that in particular, this is saying that ultimately you might have gotten pulled away from the connection, possibly tempted by another person, or for some of you, given that Capricorn's a money house for you, could have even just been more of focusing on financial goals in the past. Right. Past energy on their side, we have the High Priestess. So yeah, this could just be saying this person might be very intuitive, right? So ultimately they might have realized that you were removing yourselves from the connection in the past, and I feel like even if they didn't directly mention it, I feel like they knew something was up, right? So I feel like they might have just retreated a little bit and just kept to themselves. All right, present energy on your side, we have the King of Staves. So this is Leo energy here. And it could just be saying that you might feel your feelings for this person are now coming back to the surface, right? We do see the body language, whereas there's clear moving away in the past. Now in the present, they're facing the cards on this side. So it could just be saying that now you might actually be feeling these feelings come back to the surface again, possibly, if not right now, maybe when we have that Leo full moon that's coming up. Given that this is Leo energy. But yeah, what always stands out to me with this deck in particular is, at least in the northern hemisphere during Leo season, we tend to see a lot of life on the trees, right? And here we see all the leaves already off. So it could just be saying that it represents that you might have had these feelings for a long time, right? But there could have been, for whatever reason, you haven't expressed those feelings to this person. And for some of you, again, it's because maybe you got pulled away from the connection in the past. All right, present energy on their side, we have the Queen of Swords. So Libra energy here, to me it says that ultimately they probably would like to actually communicate with you. We do see the one sword down at the ground there that is pointed toward the cards on your side here. But we also see those swords up top, right? Which makes me think of the Nine of Swords energy, which usually represents anxiety, stress, losing sleep, right? So it could just be saying that ultimately they would like to communicate with you, but given that that sword is on the floor there, I feel like this is saying that they're not, right? So again, obviously, if you were the ones who left the connection behind in the past, then yeah, they might be thinking that at the very least, if things were to get back off the ground between the two of you, they would expect you to realize the ball's in your court at that point. All right, future energy on your side, we have the Nine of Staves. So this is actually a Sagittarius card here. So this could just be saying that you might be feeling guarded in the future, right? Meaning that, again, like I said, depending on exactly what happened here, you might just feel like, okay, maybe the ship has sailed, right? You might feel like, okay, how do I even reopen the lines of communication with this person? So there could be some hesitation on your part and possibly overthinking the situation as well. But that's what I see with that. All right, and future energy on their side, we have the Eight of Cups. So yeah, to me, this card usually represents people just having like a wide social circle in some ways, right? So if we look at the artwork here, it makes me think of Christmas caroling, right? So it could just be one of those things where you might see this person still going on about their lives, right? Maybe still with a lot of connections with people around them. So that might be what part of what makes you feel guarded too, right? You might feel a little bit isolated as far as if you were the ones who did leave their lives in the past and you look and you see it looks like they're still enjoying themselves, right? Then that could be or you might stress yourselves out a little bit, like, oh, okay, it might not even be worth me coming back in because it seems like they're doing fine without me, right? And like I said, if that's the case, at least in the present, it looks like they would like to talk with you. But again, I feel like it's just more they feel like you should approach first. All right. And bottom of the deck on your side, we have fertility. So this is the equivalent of the Empress in traditional tarot. And I mean, it does stick out to me that we do see lion energy on the card. So again, this could be another indicator of maybe something significant happening for you guys when we have this Leo full moon coming up. But if not, that could just be saying, if nothing else, this could also point out why you are struggling a little bit to come forward to open the lines of communication in this connection again, because you're feeling more in the Empress energy, which is more about being receptive versus pursuing things. All right, bottom of the deck on their side, we have the King of Pentacles. So this is Taurus energy here. So yeah, it could just be saying that ultimately they might just be focused on their own goals, right? And of course, it's usually viewed as a negative, but one of the stereotypes that are attached with Taurus energy is stubbornness, right? So it could just be saying that they might have their feet dug in as far as they're like, well, if this person's the one who left the connection in the past, even if I do have an interest in at least opening the lines of communication with them again, right? Even if not in a romantic sense, but just maybe friendship even, right? They might feel like, well, that's fine, but they know where to find me, right? So I feel like that could be the energy that they're embodying right now. All right, well, we'll see what the Oracle cards add to the mix. First, we'll see what we get from the Messages of Oracle card deck. Just going to pull a single card from this deck. I did pre-shuffle it, but we'll give it a few more shuffles and cut the deck and pull a card. All right, let's put this down. And we'll take this card here. Get this out of the way. And next we'll do the same thing with the Wisdom of the Oracle. So I pre-shuffled this deck as well. We'll give it a few more shuffles, cut the deck, and pull a card. Okay, so we'll take this card here, get this out of the way. And actually, first we'll take a look at that Messages of Love card. Okay, we have Protected. It says you are safe and divinely guided. So yeah, nothing else. I feel like this is saying that if you are feeling perhaps some level of nervousness around approaching this person, right, it could just be saying, if you are feeling like you want to reconnect with this person, that could be a divinely guided message that you're getting at this time. Yeah, that seems to fit with the main spread there, but we'll see what the Wisdom Oracle adds to the mix. All right, we have Milk and Honey. There's the artwork, and the number is 51. See what this has to say. All right, the relationship message says sensuality, connection, and passionate romance between lovers, sweet moments of understanding, and love among friends and family are all here for you to savor now. Your heart's calling will be answered. Let your thoughts and feelings be sweet with gratitude, and you'll be nourished with the honey of abundance. So yeah, again, that seems to be a positive thing as well. So yeah, like I said, it looks like there is definite hesitancy on your part to reopen lines of communication with this person. And again, like I said, it does look like they are kind of digging their feet in, so you might even just feel that energy of stubbornness on their part. But I feel like it's not so much directed toward them saying that, no, I'm in no way open to reopening the lines of communication with this person, but more so they're like, well, they're the ones who left. They would have to be the ones to reestablish the connection. So hope whatever is any of you guys will wrap up there, and I'll see you all next month. All right, bye.